Hello everybody, this is part 20 of What If Deku Had All for One. Here we go. After their a few days home after the event, everyone heads back to UA, and Eraserhead is there with smallish casts because of the fact that he didn't get hit by the Nomu so hard. And everyone in the class starts whispering that he recovered quickly. And as Eraserhead says, Midoriya. Yes, sir? I'm just gonna say this. Please tell me stuff like that before we go on a field trip. Okay. Good. Anyway, now, a more important issue, a new challenge for you all. And you hear people say, more villains? And you hear one of them gulp. And Aizawa says, no, the sports festival. And you hear one Kaminari say, sir, shouldn't the sports festival be cancelled because of the villain attack? No, it's getting postponed it's going to be a week into the future than it was originally planned to be. For you guys to be able to have Hound Dog or the therapist of your choice, Ois, you go to, and this year, Immortal has allowed anyone that wants to volunteer out can, but do understand that you are also missing an opportunity. These opportunities only are given to you 3 times a year. You're to show your quirks, your skills, and everything to pro heroes. And Izuku says, I have a question. Yes. Are they going to increase security? We're going to increase security by a factor of 7 compared to most years. And also the fact that many people have called a decent amount of favors to make sure the place is not going to be attacked by villains. Even if they even try. Anything else? Also, Hero course classes are going to primarily be self-study periods for you guys to train your quirks individually. Or in groups if you wish. Now, I'm going to sleep. And Aizawa goes to his sleeping bag and goes to sleep in it. And you hear Immortal come in and says, hello everybody. Ready? I have something to mention here. Yes, Immortal Sensei? All of you remember that thanks to the fact that 13 is injured science, I'll be teaching science for now. And outside of character, in this one, I have 13 as the science and rescue teacher. It just makes sense. Anyway, everyone keeps talking until the next block, and throughout the day, and they reach last block, Izuku says, I have a lot of quirks. Let's see what I can do with them. And Shinso says, Izuku, do you really even need to bother? with how Aizawa is Shinso, I very much highly doubt, even if I am the strongest in the class, as he will expel me if I'm not trying my best. Good point. Right. What do you think I should do, honestly? Honestly, get some more quirkless combat in and make a big focus on stamina. You know? Oh, where you would be able to last a lot longer. Interesting. That's a good idea. And Shinso starts to look up stuff on the internet, trying to figure out stuff before he realizes this is hero school. So he asks one of the teachers what to do to get more stamina. And Izuku thinks, maybe I can ask one of my other classmates. Aids for help. And he asked Kirishima if Kirishima could help him with training, and Kirishima says, yes, Midori. Madabro. And Kirishima hardens immediately his entire body because of the fact that he barely did see, but was capable of seeing the fact that Izuku kicked the Nomu's butt. And as much as, yes, everyone sees Izuku as a mix of a sassy feminine role, and Kirishima never thought that sentence can be in a sentence, but honestly it fits. And Izuku, who says, good question. Do you want me to go full out or just use quirks one at a time? Wouldn't it be better to use them one at a time to learn how to use each one individually? I have how many quirks, Kirishima? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30. I have more than 35 quirks. Well, it'd still be a good idea. Yeah, wouldn't hurt. Strong body. Actually, let's do rubber body. And Izuku turns his entire body into rubber. And Izuku uses this quirk because he can use it like how he normally does. And Izuku full out punches him with a spring cannon punch, and Kirishima feels that, even though it's not as much as he's felt from other students. That quirk alone is strong, pretty dang strong. And Izuku says, let me try my adaptability. And Izuku and Kirishima for the next 20 minutes basically punch each other until their stamina goes out. And Kirishima falls onto his face because Izuku has more stamina. And after he goes to Sato, and Sato sees what happened to Kirishima and says, no thank you, Midoriya-kun. And Izuku says, Cemento-sensei? Yes? Can you make me a few cement walls to punch at? I'm going to attempt to increase adaptability as much as humanly possible. Maybe try adaptability with, I believe on your file you have a forearm quirk? Maybe. And Izuku turns on his forearm quirk and starts bludgeoning, attacking the cement and block somewhat wall, and starts just attacking it until his adaptability works better, or he starts getting tired. And one thing that he wants to ask his dad is if he can get him a stamina quirk, because that would help him a lot, but also the fact that Izuku doesn't want to rely on things. And just realized something. Wait a minute. What does this stockpiler stockpile? It stockpiles energy, and a lot of it. Holy hell, that's a lot of energy. And the equivalent amount of energy is I would say, is the amount of energy in Peak All Might's toenail. But still, that's a lot. And Izuku realizes that solar panel and stockpiler works pretty well together. And then starts using that stockpiler and solar panel together, and realizes that it helps. It is a form of stamina quirk without being a stamina quirk. And Izuku, who trains with this quirk for the next few hours. And Shinso says, Yep. And he is also fighting Eraserhead, because Shinso asked Eraserhead to help him, and Eraser said, sure. And Eraserhead says, why do you look so down? I'm just comparing myself to my friend over there. And Aizawa says, no offense, Shinso, but comparing yourself to him is like comparing an ant to God. Actually, no. Oh, not God. An ant to a human being. Youch. Yeah, there are very few people that can probably fight your Midoriya Izuku, but he's too nice to realize it. And hopefully he will not realize it until many of us are truly dead. Or longer. But anyway, Shinso and Aizawa keep fighting, and a few hours later, at a teacher meeting, where this meeting's mostly with Gran Torino, All Might, and Night Eye, and Immortal is closing his eyes and says, everyone settle down. And Night Eye says, I won't use my bloody dang quirk on you, just open your eyeballs. Immortal says, yeah, no. Oh, I can see perfectly fine. And thanks to the fact that I've adapted my eyes I've adapted my body to be able to see without sight. Or sense without sight. And all for one, or Hajashi Midoriya walks in and sits on the other side of the table, and Hajashi says, well, it's been a while. And All Might grinds his teeth and says, you should be in fucking prison. And Hajashi Midoriya says, what do you mean? And what evidence do you have to incriminate me? And All Might says, what do you fucking mean, evidence? We have evidence. And All for One says, oh really? What evidence do you truly have of me doing crimes? Really? So that's the fact that the government won't acknowledge my existence. Or, well, the existence of the boogeyman, or the one that shall not be named. Funny me, ha 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 ha. That's honestly a decent name, but besides that, I have gotten myself a legal quirk license, and I am working things to the fact my son, as apparently wants to be a hero. I'm going to attempt to get a form of hero license. Since an immortal says, we're here today to talk about the somewhat security of the role all Hisashi Midoriya will be having in helping defend UA. All for One says, pretty simple. I'll be using a few quirks that are super subtle to the point where no one's going to really detect it unless anyone I recognize, a part of any organization, or etc. And one thing is that the League of Villains I originally planned to use them for, or honestly, I threw them away, but threw them away after I found that healing quirk off of that kid that did not know how to use it and wanted to help his parents, and I didn't want to be a dick, because, well, as much as I have hurt children, I tend not like hurting children unless they've hurt my kid. And Immortal says, interesting, you've changed your stance on that again. And All for One says, oh, for the love of God's sake, that was one damn time, and we both know that was a damn accident. Oh, really? You know, the entire reason why I left the organization was the fact we targeted kids. Or at least you did. Those weren't kids. Those were bloody damn people with aging quirks similar to your own, but younger. Oh, really? So why did I see you kill a 7-year-old child in cold blood? Oh. That wasn't a child. What the... Immortal's eyes turn bloodshot red and says, what the fuck do you mean? And Hisashi says, oh, I forgot that part of your quirk. Eric doesn't realize it. His quirk was called Innocence. Where basically he can make himself look innocent even if he is very much not. I saw the quirk pop up, and you tend not to use that part of the quirk. What? I had his blood tested after because I saw the quirk name and saw his true intentions with a quirk and blasted him so he wouldn't be a problem. And didn't realize you weren't using your quirk at the time. Immortal blinks. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5 times. 6 times. 7 times. 8 times. 9 times. 10 times. And Immortal says, so the entire okay. Life... Things that can change how history could have gone through. Anyway. All Might says, you're really going to allow him to be at the UA Sports Festival? Immortal says, All Might, I'll be blunt with the 3 of you. Think about it logically. Nida says, logically he should be in a fucking prison cell. First, do you really want to fight Izuku Midoriya? Yeah. Because... yes, this man, All for One, can be manipulative. That's a fact. All for One says, hey, I resent that. Immortal says, you've literally manipulated someone in the most polite way possible to give them money from a register without a damn quirk. You're manipulative. Anyway, do you really want to fight two people with All For One and one with, at this point in time, No Limit? And All Might stops. And all three of them, Night Eye, Gran Torino, and All Might stop. And that is end of this episode. I know this is more prep than anything, but I'm thinking these on the fly, so I'm trying to think of stuff word after word. I might or might not create a script later, but anyway, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and please comment, thumbs up emoji if you watched the entire video. Goodbye.